Welcome. Welcome to the Clayton Chamber of Commerce's 2024 Platform at the Podium video series. My name is Dean Penny, and I am Vice Chair of the Legislative and Governmental Affairs Committee for the Chamber. We are excited to bring this series to you, giving the candidates running for office an opportunity to directly share with you some of their views. The offices that are going to be represented in this video series include the U.S. House of Representatives, District 13, the North Carolina State Senate, District 10, the North Carolina House of Representatives, Districts 26 and 53, Johnston County Commissioners, and the Johnston County Public School Board. All the candidates running for office in each of these categories were offered an opportunity to come and participate in the series, and each were given questions in advance, giving them an opportunity to share with you directly their views about key issues. We encourage you to watch each video in the series. It's a great way to become informed and help you make a better decision as you go and prepare yourself to vote. So thank you again. We appreciate you watching this series, and also appreciate your contribution to our community as you register your vote.
Hi, I'm April Lee, and I'm running for Johnston County Board of Education District 4. I believe that two priorities that we should have when preparing our students for STEM and technical education careers is that we need to increase our offerings that we work with JCC to provide. We also need to have input from our local businesses and our job creators. We need to expand our offerings from our CTLA school for our students who want to specialize in STEM fields.
Hi, I'm David Spain. I'm running for a District 4 school board from Johnston County. To answer your first question, the two top priorities that I have for the Johnston County education are in fields of STEM/medical professionals and training in the trades. We need to enhance the overall basic liberal arts education up to grades 8, then track the students into college and career opportunities with a curriculum designed around those goals without sacrificing the enhancements of core subjects and proficiencies. We can use some specific testing to evaluate the students' strengths and career interests. With the expansion of industry, there needs to be an emphasis of identifying students for STEM-related jobs, but also to address the shortage of workers in the healthcare industry. There's a tremendous need for competent and skilled healthcare workers in jobs ranging from dietary service to maintenance to nurses with the major health providers in the area. There's also a demand for highly qualified tradespeople. A solid trade career education would help so many industries and provide immediate jobs in these areas. Expansion of job readiness curriculum would allow students to immediately impact the job shortages and meet the needs of businesses that Johnston County and the surrounding communities are facing. These jobs and careers are in demand, and businesses will locate in areas that are the most well-educated and skilled workforce, plus provide good incomes for our students.
Hello, my name is Jeff Sullivan. I am running for the Johnston County School Board in District 7. Two of my priorities for technology, and especially in the area of STEM and technology, I think we have to start in the younger age by exposing them to how fun science and math and technology and engineering is. And as they get older and go through middle school and high school, that's where we can open up the gates to exploring job opportunities, skills that they need. Also get them involved in clubs like Science Olympiad and things like that, that fosters that interest and that creativity for students. So as we prepare them for the workforce and get them ready for the post-secondary education. So these are some of the things that I think this is essential for the type of society we live in, because we need more math teachers, engineers, and science teachers, and in all aspects of job force and readiness, because all those things are foundation for many jobs that they can be exposed to.
I'm Kay Carroll, and I'm a candidate for the Johnston County Board of Education. Here to share some thoughts about our school system. Workforce readiness is one of the emphasis that we see in the county and schools now. Two of the things that I hope and want to see Johnston County do is prepare these children, to give them an academic foundation, so when they are enter the workforce, they have a reading comprehension, the skills to read and decipher and make decisions, and get them ready for the workforce. The other thing that we do in the middle schools is the preparedness for the exploration for the workforce, and expose them to different industries, to different jobs, different careers. And one of the greatest things we do is work with the JOCO Works collaboration, which is a joint partnership between local municipalities, our Chamber of Commerce, our industries around the county and school system, and the community college. And we start the children in the 6th grade, exposing them to these different career choices. 8th grade, the JOCO Works, in conjunction with the community college, puts on what I'd call a sort of a job fair, where these students can go in to have hands-on opportunities to see exactly what that career field might be. So at the end of the 8th grade, they'll have a general idea of maybe where they want to go, whether it be college, whether it be a technical skill, or trade skill. And then they can align the coursework to that journey that they want to take.
Hello, my name is Lyn Andrews. I'm running for re-election to the Board of Education in District 6. The first question deals with our opportunities that we have to preparing our students for the job market, and particularly in areas of technical education and STEM. We have to help our young people determine what is their aptitude for the job market, whether it's college or whether it's career. But let's talk about career. First of all, we have to help our young people determine what is that aptitude. And second, we've got to try to make the opportunity available for them to expand on the ability to enhance themselves and those skills. We have grown our career and technical education program tremendously. We had last year over 27,000 students participate in our career and technical education. We had 11,000 middle schoolers participate. We had probably over, I think, around 3,000 middle schoolers participate in our JOCO Works program. So we're offering some opportunities, but we've got to continue to enhance our program. We've got to expand our program. Most of our courses that we offer in career and technical deal with the STEM type of area, and we want to continue to enhance that. They continue to earn credentials. I think we had over, I think it was around 6,000 credentials earned last year in the career and technical field. We've got to continue to expand that. But most importantly, we've got to reach our young people first at a younger age, perhaps even at the end of elementary school and into middle school, trying to introduce them to the opportunities of career that they have. Then once they are leaving middle school and going to high school, they are supposed to have a transition plan that helps them lead them through the high school courses that they need. We want our young people to come back and work in Johnston County. We want them to remain in Johnston County and work, whether they go to college or they enter the workforce. So we need to try to help make sure that we're equipping them to have the skills in order to do this. I'm involved in a lot of human resource meetings in our county, and one of the things that our employees are telling us is that our young people need soft skills. They need those communication skills, and they need those abilities to interact with each other. So along with trying to enhance our career and technical programs, we've got to make sure we're introducing our children and helping them become proficient in these soft skills. So first, my answer would be to help students understand what's available out there. The second is to try to make sure that we are providing for them the educational services they need to accomplish it.
There's a three-pronged approach to recruitment and retention of our teachers and staff: pay, accountability, and support. For pay, we need to continue to increase our local supplement. We need to think about how we increase our recruitment and retention with retention bonuses, but also with recruitment for our high needs areas and offering bonuses for that. And we need to look at possibly giving an additional bonus for teachers in high needs areas, along with an annual retention bonus for all employees. For accountability, we need to focus on attendance, behavior, and academics. Students must be in class to learn. We have to foster relationships with our parents, particularly in areas where those relationships have been particularly difficult, through cultural opportunities and support programs. We need to have consistent behavior expectations throughout our district, but we also must keep in mind suspension trends as part of our administrative goals. We also need to create a positive school culture of trust and collegiality, and that's part of our support for our teachers. We need to make sure that we are pairing our beginning teachers with paid mentors, and we need to make sure that we support all of our teachers, both veteran and beginning teachers, with consistent behavior and academic expectations across the district.
Teacher retention is crucial and even necessary, even though Johnston County is at 98% staff. However, the needs keep the credentialed teachers and lessen the impact of vacancies. Levels of compensation are always a top priority and should be more thoroughly evaluated as we examine the overall budget to see how we can enhance stipends and supplements to be more competitive. But that's the only small part of retention. There are some additional ways to keep schools fully staffed, like rewarding teachers for years of service and the willingness to accept additional responsibilities. We need to build a better overall lifetime career track to train and promote our best to the levels that they inspire. Help them reach those levels with additional education opportunities, mentors, and funding for the additional education. Hiring additional teachers' assistants that do not drive buses would not only help quality of instruction, but help the teachers to focus more on individual needs. We need to secure a better work-life balance by adding adequate planning periods, reduce the bureaucracy, make sure they have adequate breaks and lunchtime. The quality of job life also entails a system of 180 feedback and feeling of being heard and respected with suggestions and issues that will be addressed without the anxiety of reprisal or dismissiveness. Let's foster a better atmosphere of respect and professionalism from the top down, including from students. This is accompanied by an increased safety through policies outlined in a level of behavior that is respectful to teachers, staff, and students. Let's engage teachers and staff in the ability to help make resources and curriculum suggestions and decisions. Continue to expand JoCo Teach and keep our brightest and best here. Financial considerations are important, but the quality of job life is equally as important and inspire our teachers to go the extra distance in our communities and students. They also need to show that they're appreciated.
As administrator for the past 32 years and have retired, I think it is essential that we aggressively recruit and retain teachers. We do this through early recruiting at universities and colleges, but more so to be competitive with other counties in our area is that we need to continue to look at supplement and increasing the supplements for our teachers to make sure they're competitive, not just for teachers and teacher assistants. Also, I believe what's important is not only just a supplement, but we need to make sure we are providing resources. We are protecting their instructional time. We're supporting them in the classroom with various things because we need to protect their planning periods because all these things are essential to make sure our teachers are teaching, that they feel appreciated, that they know they're needed because they inspire our kids every day. And so these are just a few things that I think is essential to make sure we retain and recruit teachers, especially as they get to be veteran teachers. Veteran teachers, once they hit 25 years, their salary plateaus. And so they leave after 30 years when we really want them to be in the classroom. So I think we need to focus on those that are veteran teachers of over 25 years to make sure we can keep them longer and doing what they love to do, and that's teach kids.
Teacher recruitment and retention is a big deal for all school systems with the scarcity of teachers and youngsters going into the teaching profession. In Johnston County, we've been real proactive and aggressive in trying to overcome this challenge. We have instituted bonuses for new signing teachers. We've done bonuses for the high demand courses, the math and sciences exceptional children. We also bonus our nationally board certified teachers, and that's a certification that improves their professional development. What we are trying to encourage is the state of North Carolina to come back and reinstitute the master's degree bonus that was taken away a few years ago. So we send our human resources department, goes all across the state to job fairs across the nation. And we've even done some international recruitment to bring teachers in. So, and one of the things that we've done in Johnston County with the teacher supplement is try to be between Wake County and every other county around us in our teacher supplement. Now, we all know we don't have the funds that Wake County does, and we can't match that supplement, but what we can do, and are fortunate working with our county commissioners, is to have a supplement that gets close to Wake County, but keeps us between surrounding counties and the Wake County so we can attract the teachers. Another thing that you do for retention is we create an environment where teachers feel supported, where they feel that they have the trust of administration. And one thing that the community can do too is to encourage all our teachers, support them in their efforts to teach their children.
We've had great success this year in filling our vacancies. We're about 97% filled of vacancies for our certified staff, which is really what this question is about. So we're 97% filled. Okay, we get teachers into our system. What do we do to keep them here? Well, obviously pay has a great deal to do with teachers remaining in the field. A beginning teacher right now makes $41,000. That's not much money. We try to enhance that with local dollars, but again, we need the state to help us to raise teacher pay in order to maintain, so they can maintain this career and pay their bills at the same time. The second thing we need to make sure we're doing is providing the resources that our teachers need in the classroom. They need not only financial resources, but they need people resources. They need to have people that are helping them with the structure of their classroom, people that are helping them with classroom management. We also need to make sure that we are providing resources in our schools that take away some of the burden and the responsibilities of our teachers. For example, we need a nurse in every school. We need a social worker in every school. We need a counselor in every school. We need mental health services in every school in some way, shape, or form. If you want to help teachers, if you want to keep teachers in the classroom, we have to take away from them those things that do not involve teaching our children the core academic areas. So, to get them here, we're doing a good job of getting teachers here, but we're not going to keep them if we don't support them with resources, not only financial resources, but material resources and people resources. We continue to reach far and wide to recruit teachers. We recruit them all over the country, and we've had great success with that. But getting them in the classroom is one thing. Keeping them in the classroom is another. All the research will tell you, if you can keep a teacher in place for 5 years, they're more likely to continue in that career. And that's what we desire for our teachers.
I believe we need to build partnership with trades-based businesses. There may be some insurance and liability issues depending on the age of the students who are involved. We need to increase apprenticeships with major corporations like Caterpillar, and we need to increase our online internship opportunities with Novo and Grifols. I'm a mom, and my son is going to be taking the BioWorks class this year here with Johnston County Public Schools as a senior in high school. This collaboration between JCC and our biomedical corporations and Johnston County Public Schools will make it possible for him to be ready to get a job as soon as he graduates.
The recruitment and growth of Johnston County and surrounding counties will bring in many types of businesses that increase a wide spectrum of job opportunities for the future. It is essential to partner with local industries and businesses to identify future and existing needs. Develop additional apprenticeship programs with work study where qualified students can go into those job vacancies with a mentor immediately. And then develop additional programs to be aligned for future demands. Micro schools could be developed for students with a special interest in conjunction with industry to help them train in specific jobs. This could also involve the utilization of JCC to expand the offerings. The concept of micro schools is learning and training based on a practice application model and tested in real scenarios of job responsibility. The UNC Johnston County Health indicated to me the need to start medical training field positions right after the completion of 8th grade. These positions will range from support personnel to lab services, to nurses, to technical positions. We want partnership and input from all types of businesses and industries so that we can appropriately produce the highest skilled workforce in the state.
One thing I'm very passionate about as a former high school administrator, and that is making sure we collaboratively work with our communities in Clayton, Kinley, Benson, all over our wonderful county, because we understand, and as I understand, that as we prepare our high schoolers into going to the workforce, when they graduate high school, they're going to go into college, community college, and other students just want to go into a trades. And so one thing I'm very passionate about is making sure that we collaborate with our local businesses, those in business, those in trades with masonry, plumbing, electricians, and that we provide opportunities for any kid as a junior and senior to be able to do internships, to do summer internships, whether paid or unpaid. And because I believe if those students who want to go into trades, once they get into a trade, they then become business owners. And so I believe our school system should support the infrastructure of what our county also needs. And the way we do that is providing these opportunities, because I do believe that we could give local credit towards graduation when we do these internships.
In Johnston County, we've also done a tremendous job in our CTE program, the Career Technical Education, working with the local industries here to provide apprenticeships, mentorships, and things like that expose the kids to actual hands-on opportunities in different careers in the county. Our CTE program is just a very robust program and offers children or students the opportunity to work in the industry, to work in different trade skills, HVAC, air conditioning, plumbing. We have, with facility services, the school system, we offer apprenticeships for students that are interested in, and I believe that's done with the HVAC. So we have a lot of opportunities. I wanted to cue this. It's cteinjoco.info. So if you would take the time to go to that website, and it can walk you through all the opportunities that children have. There are many, many opportunities, and we're looking for partnerships with local tradesmen, local business. If you'd like to mentor a student, please contact Johnston County Schools and expose students to your knowledge and your profession, and we can continue to grow that.
We are very fortunate that we are a growing county. There's a lot of school districts that are not growing. They're decreasing, and we are growing, and we're grateful for that. But that does present challenges. We have what is normally called a balanced budget, meaning we're going to spend what we have taken in. And so with that, you got to be very careful about how you expend how you use your resources. In the past few years, we've had the use of ESSER funds, which was federal funded money that we used to help with tutoring. We actually added an addition to a school with it. We're able to help with air quality, all those things. One of the areas that it really helped with was technology. In the past 4 years, we have bought a device for every student in Johnston County. So we bought over 30,000 devices. But what we have to do now with our budget and with other areas of funding is figure out how can we continue to supply these devices, because obviously after 5 years, one is pretty much obsolete. So we have to work on that area. In the growth area, we continue to work closely with our county commissioners. We are adding to schools. We are building new schools, building 2 new schools, so we'll have 50 schools. But we have to be aware of the potential of growth and where the growth is and how we can best serve our students. But we're very fortunate in Johnston County to have resources, and we're fortunate that we're growing, but we just have to learn how to manage it and to make sure that every child has an opportunity to be in a class that is safe and is provided a sound basic education.
All students deserve access to technology, no matter how quickly or slowly their community is growing. We need to focus on improving and expanding our current campuses. Then we can set a 10-year construction plan based on growth needs so that we can responsibly build new schools.
Let's start with a comprehensive departmental online budget that shows the specific allocations and defined explanation of purpose for all outlays, from physical services to administration. Let's eliminate waste, redundancy, and unnecessary programs that are never used. Let's have school discussions with individual teachers and principals on the most imperative needs, because each school may differ on their needs based on their demographics. There could also be similarities as well, but we must align with the goals of the administration to increase our competencies. A collaboration of best practices among teachers about the curriculum and how to facilitate the given resources so that all students could reach the highest attainment levels. All levels and all classrooms need to be given the most necessary resources designed for individual success and allocated based on what they can attain at the highest levels. School growth should be a constant ongoing discussion with county commissioners, county planners, developers, and JCC on the projections of commercial and residential growth so that a flexible 5, 10, and 15-year plan can be constantly evaluated. Let's prioritize based on educators' needs and meet the overall student needs for their career track and their overall competencies.
As a board member, I think it's essential that we are prudent with our money and we have good communication with our county commissioners since they fund the school system. But some of the things that we can do is, as we're prudent, is once we reduce the mobile unit number across our county, we could get into some cost saving with our funds because we've reduced the rental of those mobile units. Also, how we're prudent when we do school construction. We always use school construction that we build out instead of up, that we focus on actually building schools up, because that is also a cost saving measure. And when we start reducing the cost of mobile units, we're more prudent with our school construction, then we can use other funds to help make sure to ensure students get technology, that we're updated on that technology because technology is ever changing. We continue just to have good relationships with our commissioners. And those are just a few things that I think is important as we allocate funds and as we try to do cross-cutting measures to make sure we have the funds to support our students and our teachers, most so in our county, in our schools.
In Johnston County, we've been very fortunate to have a great working relationship with our county commissioners, and with the growing county and the growing business base and tax base we've had, we've been fortunate to see our budget grow, our budget being funded better. We have an outstanding finance officer, a superintendent, and as we develop a budget each year, it's based around supporting our teachers, our TAs, our employees, our staff. We have worked on, we have trimmed our salary or longevity pay from 60 steps to 30 steps. And so we have tried to target our budget towards teachers and classroom needs and supporting that type of product. We also work with outside agencies to look at the growth in the county. We look at all the building permits. We work with the state Department of Transportation, trying to predict the growth in the county and where we might need schools, new schools, where we might need to add schools and also renovate schools, and working with the county commissioners to develop the bond issues necessary or other means of funding projects to keep up with the growth, to maintain our older schools, our current schools. We have, I think it's 40 buildings in this county that we have to maintain. So just developing the budget on the priorities of classroom, our teachers, educators, our staff, because without our, a good quality staff, we're going to struggle with education. And to try to predict the future out 5 years to 6 years, and working with county commissioners to do the bond issues with the taxpayers of the county.
You know, we are very fortunate that we are a growing county. There's a lot of school districts that are not growing; they're decreasing, and we are growing, and we're grateful for that. But that does present challenges. We have what is normally called a balanced budget, meaning we're going to spend what we have taken in. And so with that, you got to be very careful about how you expend how you use your resources. In the past few years, we've had the use of ESSER funds, which was federal funded money that we used to help with tutoring. We actually added an addition to a school with it. We're able to help with air quality, all those things. One of the areas that it really helped with was technology. In the past 4 years, we have bought a device for every student in Johnston County. So we bought over 30,000 devices. But what we have to do now with our budget and with other areas of funding is figure out how can we continue to supply these devices, because obviously after 5 years, one is pretty much obsolete. So we have to work on that area. In the growth area, we continue to work closely with our county commissioners. We are adding to schools. We are building new schools, building 2 new schools, so we'll have 50 schools. But we have to be aware of the potential of growth and where the growth is and how we can best serve our students. But we're very fortunate in Johnston County to have resources, and we're fortunate that we're growing, but we just have to learn how to manage it and to make sure that every child has an opportunity to be in a class that is safe and is provided a sound basic education.
I'm a native of Johnston County. I love our kids, our schools, and our communities. I'm a classroom teacher with 23 years of experience, and my own children attend public schools here in Johnston County. I believe in the promise of public schools, and I have the knowledge and experience to make sound decisions for our public schools here in Johnston County.
Why do I want to serve? I am a solutions-driven person. I have a servant's heart for the children and parents and families of Johnston County. My commitment is only to the students of Johnston County and to the absolute best education, and not an outside organization. I believe that quality education results in liberty and pursuit of happiness. I bring a new perspective and background that others do not. I want to keep the values and vision of Johnston County intact. I want to protect the innocence of our young people and keep age-inappropriate materials out of our schools. I want to protect our females from encroachment of boys into their sports, their locker rooms, and their restrooms. Children are our greatest resource for our county and for our country. They deserve the highest level of education possible that we can give them, because their futures and our futures depend on it. I ask for your vote humbly in the upcoming election. Thank you.
I've been a Johnston County resident for over 37 years. I met my wife here 33 years. I've raised my 3 girls in our county. They're all products of Johnston County Public Schools. And I spent my last 32 years, my entire career, all in Johnston County as a teacher, as a special ed teacher, coach, assistant principal for my last 20 years. I love this county. I believe in our school system. I think it is imperative that we serve our students, we serve our teachers, we serve our parents and communities. Because what I want to do is I want to take my knowledge and experience over the last 32 plus years, take it to the school board to make some common sense decision. And the last thing I want to share with you is, as a public servant, I believe it is imperative that we do it with integrity, we do it with respect, we do it with honesty and truth. And I think that's what our citizens and our schools and our students and our teachers and our parents, they deserve. And so that's what I want to bring to the school board as a school board member.
I'm currently serving on the Board of Education and seeking re-election because I believe in public education. I believe that, we need an educated populace to be able to maintain our democracy, to have critically thinking people that are engaged in public service, public work, and would like to continue to see our county grow in our outcomes. We have grown tremendously in our academic outcomes over the past 3 to 4 years. We're ranked 35th in the state now, and it's our hope and our goal to continue that work, to focus on those outcomes developing a good organizational atmosphere where our teachers are welcome, so we can climb into the top 10, 15, 10% of the school systems in the state. And with your vote and your help, I think we can get there. Thank you very much.
I love Johnston County Public Schools. I'm a product of the school system. I worked in the school system for over 30 years. My husband worked in the school system for over 30 years. Our children attended Johnston County Public Schools, and my grandchildren attend Johnston County Public Schools. I love serving on this Board of Education. You know, this is a commitment, and this is a job. This is a job. This is not something to just run for. This is a responsibility for over 37,000 students and 5,000 employees. I am committed to serving first and foremost with integrity. What I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do. I'm going to be committed, and I'm going to serve with excellence. And I would appreciate your support. This is a very, very serious election, and we need people on the school board who have a genuine appreciation and respect and information and have an experience with Johnston County Public Schools in order to make the informed decisions that we have to make. I just appreciate your consideration of me, Lyn Andrews, re-election to Johnston County Board of Education, District 6.